Okay, good evening everybody and welcome to this media conference with Gareth Southgate and Kieran Trippier to preview tomorrow's Euro 2024 qualifier between Malta and England. Apologies for our delay owing to some technical difficulties at the airport, but we'll get underway straight away with Mark from Sky Sports News when you're ready.
Good evening, Gareth. Welcome to Malta.
Thank you.
Eventually. 24 players travelled with the squad over to Malta, and they're all at various points in their post-season, summer holiday, pre-season, international phase of the summer. In terms of selection, how many of them are ready and available to start? And what's your thinking with squad selection and the minutes you'd like to give them?
Well, the first thing is they're not on summer holiday. They're all available, so everybody's fit. We've obviously got a lot of considerations, particularly the boys that arrived later. They've not done the majority of the week's training, and coming off the back of a massive emotional high, of course, with the game at the weekend. So so it's always complicated, the decisions you have to make. There's never a straightforward week when you're talking about international football. But the team have trained really well. The players that have been with us all week especially, the focus has been excellent. And we're looking forward to the game now.
Obviously, personally for you, you'll have fond memories of playing against Malta because it was where it all began for you back in 2016. How do you get the mindset of the players together to focus on two really important qualifying games now? Because 6 points could effectively mean qualification for the Euros.
Yeah, well, we played so well in March that we have to make the most of those results by performing well and winning the two games this summer. So I think the players know, we're in the main an experienced group. They understand the challenge of games like these. We want to come here and play well. That's the first thing, as well as win. And we've got to set standards for ourselves, no matter what the opponent is. In March, that was to try and go to Italy and beat a top-level team away from home. We backed that up. We talked about backing that up against Ukraine, which we did, and now we have to do that with the two games this window.
One player that's not here today, Jude Bellingham, but has been at St George's Park this week, has obviously been unveiled as a new Real Madrid Galactico today. He said it was the proudest day of his life, and at just 19 years old, to join a club like Madrid with that opportunity. It must be incredible. Have you had the opportunity to speak to him this week about the move, and of course how exciting it is for you to have a player of his talent at a club like Madrid, and clearly someone with a massive part of England's future ahead of him?
Yeah, it's wonderful. Wonderful day for him and his family, first and foremost, and brilliant opportunity for him. It's about what happens next, but he should enjoy and will have enjoyed today, I'm sure. It's been great. He's wanted to be with us. I was able to have quite a lot of time with him, not this week, but the week before, because he was in at St George's. We've been looking after him. And he was very keen to come and be with the squad as well as do some of his rehab with us. So it's always nice to have him around. He's going into a new world, a completely different environment, but what a fantastic opportunity for him.
Kieran, I'll bring you in at this moment. You know what it's like to make the move over to La Liga. Have you spoke to Jude about that? And what do you remember about the time when you went into Atletico?
Yeah, I had a couple of conversations with him today. I just said to him, go and embrace it, the lifestyle, the football, the league. For his family, it'll be an amazing opportunity for him, and to play for one of the biggest clubs in the world at such a young age, fully deserves it as well. And my time there was great times. I managed to win a league title there, and obviously not Real Madrid on the other side, but we've had loads of conversations, me and Jude, and I'm always there for him if he needs help with living, etc., which he knows, so I couldn't be prouder for him.
In terms of this next couple of matches, you arrive here having had an incredible season with Newcastle qualifying for the Champions League. A number of other players in the squad have won silverware with Man City, and Declan's had an unbelievable campaign with West Ham. How do you now refocus that positivity and that energy into a side like Malta, who are only ranked 172 in the world at the moment. How do you get the mindset right for a crucial game like this?
Yeah, I think it was important that obviously the lads had, a break. And again, coming into the England setup, it's always a proud moment for all of us to get going again. Like you said, it's been a long season, but for us players, there's nothing better and more proud to represent our country. We know what the goal is, to try and reach the Euros. And yeah, we've had a good week training to prepare for this game, and the lads have trained really well. And we know it's going to be a challenge tomorrow, but it's one that we're ready for.
Hi guys. Gareth, obviously we saw how long the Man City players celebrated for, and who can blame them. Will they play any part in the next two games, perhaps Monday, or is there any chance at all that they would play any part in the game tomorrow?
Well, I've spoken with them when they arrived, firstly to say what an incredible achievement, and huge congratulations to the whole club and to Pep. He's done an incredible job to keep the team at the level he has for the duration of the whole season. Is an amazing achievement. So, but then we said, look, we're actually heading into the unknown here, because there's no way of knowing individually how they're all going to react and respond to what they've been through. As I said, huge emotion, celebration, the need to get back into training, back in with the group. So we're just going to have to take that bit by bit and see how they all are. They're all available for tomorrow, but I've got to decide whether that's a good decision. And we've also got strength in depth in a lot of those positions as well.
When you're an international manager and you know you've got quite an important game coming off on the Friday, and you're still seeing the likes of Jack Grealish really enjoying himself on a Monday, what's going through your mind? Are you happy for him, or are you thinking, please stop drinking now?
Well, I'm always monitoring everything the players do, wherever they are, at whatever stage of the season. We're used to dealing with this Champions League scenario. It was probably even more complicated for us when Tottenham played Liverpool game Kieran was involved in, because we were then into that semi-final of the Nations League about 3 days later. So, we've had several difficult situations with that. But we know how to deal with it. We're used to dealing with it. We know our players inside out, and our focus is on the team now. I've said to the players, I now have to push them. They might not want to be pushed at this stage. That's also individually, we'll find out where they are as we go through the week. But that's my job. I've got to push the players now to get the results we need. And as we said to the wider group at the start, the responsibility lies with them, really. It's initially, this part of the week especially. They've got to drive the team and get the performance we want.
Kieran, I'm sure you want to be with England, of course, but do you need this international window like a hole in the head? Are you guys not just absolutely shattered right now?
No, of course, it's been a long season, especially for the players in the Champions League and stuff, but it's always, like I said before, it's always an honour to represent England. Of course, it's in June, everyone else is on holiday, but for me personally, it's an opportunity to reach a Euros, So I've said many times, for me personally, I know I can speak on behalf of all the lads as well, it's, representing England, there's no bigger honour. So yeah, we've got 2 games, and yeah, we know our goal, and it starts tomorrow again.
Just a couple more questions from me. Kieran, you're in a unique position to understand to an extent how Ivan Toney feels at the moment. We've heard from him in the last few days. Do you think football needs to get a handle on its relationship with gambling companies?
It's with my situation, that's in the past. I've moved on. I'm there for Ivan. He knows that for support, but for me, it's something that I don't really want to go into. I don't know if I can, but I'm just focusing on my football, what I can do, and help others if I can. But I'm just focusing on tomorrow and the games ahead for my country.
And finally, Gareth, we heard the sad news today that Gordon McQueen passed away with dementia. I know you know the family. Just a few words from you, really, about that situation.
Yeah, very sad. And my thoughts are with Yvonne and Hayley and the rest of the family. I worked with Gordon at Middlesbrough, so got to know him very well, and he has been suffering for quite a while now. So very sad news, as was the passing of John Hollins, who I also got to know, who was a real gent. So yeah, two famous football figures from when I was younger, that's for sure. And thoughts are with both of their families.
Thanks, Nat. We'll go Simon here next.
Gareth, just wanted a bit of housekeeping really. Levi Colwill, it looked like he was just going to be training with the group, but obviously he's come here. Has he worked his way into thoughts for this game? How's that panned out, and what's it going to work like with the 21 Euros?
No, we wanted to have him with us for the week. We obviously lost Lewis Dunk earlier in the week, so we were a defender short, and he'll stay with us certainly until we get back to Manchester and we're able to assess where we are within this group and who's available for the next game. But the intention is that he's with the under-21s, and we obviously want to get him back into that, because that's an important tournament for his development as well. So, but he's done really well. He's settled in very, very well with the group. We know he's a good player already. He's young, but we're impressed with his mentality, have been all season, and his ability.
Thanks. Do we have any further questions? Just at the front here. Thanks.
Hi Gareth, welcome to Malta. I'm Christian Muscat from a local newspaper called L'Orizzonte. Gareth, what about your considerations about Malta? Have you seen our last match against Luxembourg? Maybe a player who impressed you? And how are you seeing tomorrow's match? And maybe another question, if Eder Eze is making his debut tomorrow.
Well, in terms of Malta, we've obviously watched all of the recent games. Steve Holland went to Luxembourg last week to watch the game in Luxembourg as well, and we've watched the video of that. So we know a really well organised team under the new coach. Difficult to score goals against. They haven't conceded many goals in any of the games. And from a limited amount of possession, they always seem to create some chances as well. So we know the challenge. The players are prepared for the challenge, and we're looking forward to the game.
Maybe that question about Azeri.
I never tell anybody the team Kieran is playing, but apart from that, you have to wait and see.
Kieran, maybe your comments about tomorrow's match, where you start as favourites, but our beloved Malta will inevitably give you a very good match.
Yeah, like I said, we've analysed them. As the manager said, the past few games that they played, they don't concede, they create chances. But it's a challenge, and you've always got to respect your opposition, and we certainly respect Malta. So we've come here to try to get the win. We prepared well, and we know it's going to be a tough game, but me and the lads are ready.
Okay, I think, have we done that yet? Okay, there's a sign of pressing deadlines. We'll call it there. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.